So as I said earlier, we uh today is our day 12, and we have shown what we are going to cover for today. So we recap on day 11. So it's supposed to be day 11, and I put day 10. So we discuss on header and footer. We see how to put header and footer in our documents. We also see how to put insert page number. That is either numeric page number, Roman figures page number, and alphabetic page number. So today we are going to discuss on design menu bar in Microsoft Word. So design menu bar in Microsoft Word is just provide a template, or it provides a themes, colors, and style to improve the look of a document. Maybe you want to put a border in your documents. Maybe you want to put a page color in your documents. So you see how to decorate and put themes on your documents. We'll show you that when we go to practical. Then we'll also discuss on layout menu bar. So in this layout menu bar, you will see how to set up your page before you can start your work. You will see how to set up your page, the type of paper you want to put. So from this page layout, you design and choose what type of paper you want, which margin you want. Is it portrait? Is it landscape? Is it A4 you want to use? Is it A2, A5? Is it letter? So it depends on the type of paper you want to use. So we'll also show you that this layout menu bar, it just control page setup such as margins, orientation, size, and spacing. Then, so let's move to practical without wasting much of your time. So let me stop sharing my screen and share my MS Word. So I think, yeah, this is it. So please, can you all see my screen, please? Please, if you can see my screen, please let me know so that you can continue. Please, if you can see my screen, let me know. Okay. So now, as I said earlier, we are going to discuss on design, menu bar, and layout. So let's just navigate to our design menu bar. This is our design menu bar. So what we have in this design menu bar, it has a lot of ribbons. As you can see, it has themes, it has document formatting. So it has document formatting and page background. So focus on this page background because this is what you all need. This document formatting uh, is not for your level, it's not for now. But we are focusing on this page background. So now, you know, there are some documents that you see, they make them confidential. When I say confidential, they make that document, maybe you cannot edit it. Or maybe you cannot just edit it and use it for your own company. A company can just provide a document and make that document a confidential document, which means it shows that don't tamper with this document. So for you to do that, that is when watermarks comes into play. This watermark that you are seeing. So we'll talk on this watermark, we'll talk on page color, then we'll talk on page borders. So now, what is the work of this watermark? So this water is add like it's add we can call it a ghost color. When I say ghost color, a text that is not visible. A text, yes, it's not visible, but it's not that too much visible for people to see. For example, now, oh, you want to start typing a memo. So you want to make that memo to be confidential. By what? By adding a text that is not too much visible. So in order for you to do that, you come to this watermark, right? So by default, there are a template of watermarks. For example, now, if you click on this confidential, you see it has appeared in our paper, this watermark confidential. By default, there are a lot of things like do not copy. So you see, this one is showing that you cannot edit this file. This type of watermark is saying that this file is confidential file. You see, you can put it on horizontal and also you can put it on diagonal. So this one is just, as you can see now, the color is just a gray color. They use gray color to create this watermark. So now these are all by default watermark. So now, how can you create your own watermark? How can you create your own text watermark? So now for you to create your own text watermark, you come to this. By clicking on the watermark, you come to custom watermark. You see, you come to custom watermark. But first of all, let's remove this watermark, this confidential. So you see, now it has disappeared, right? So now we want to put our own watermark. So for example, now as you're working on an admin, maybe let's use Federal University so FUG. So now if we click on this custom watermark now, it will allow us to put our own watermark. For example, so now we want to put text watermark. As you can see, we have picture watermark, which I will discuss that later after this text watermark. So now we want to put a text watermark. So now by clicking on this text watermark, so you see, it will ask us language. Normally the language we use is English. Then it will ask us text. So which text did we want to appear on the watermark? You see now ASAP, which is as soon as possible. So now we want to put, you see, as you can see, there are a lot of draft. You see, there are a lot of them. There are a lot of them. So now we want to choose our own, right? So as you can see now, we can just click, you see, you can just click on it and delete it. So now by deleting it, now I will write FUG, which is Federal University. So then it will ask us font. So which font style did we want? So maybe let's click on Times New Roman. So you see, Times New Roman. Then size. So let's just leave it auto. It will pick a size automatic. Then color. As we can see, the color is gray. No, we'll just leave it the way it is. Then it will ask us, did we want it to be semi-transparent? Yes, we want it to be semi-transparent. So we have to click on semi-transparent. So now by clicking on OK and apply, so you see now, you see, this is Federal University. So now I can type anything I want to type. Let's take, for example. So you see, now I can type anything I want. So you see, now by merely looking at this, you know that, okay, this file is a confidential file from what? From Federal University. So you see, this watermark makes this document to shows that, okay, this watermark is a document from Federal, or this document is a document from Federal University. So you see, so this is how to put watermark. Then if we like now, we can change color. Maybe this is the color we want. So you can just click on it, then click on OK. So you see, but we have set it to be what? Semi-transparent. So now, if we come back to this costume now, and maybe we just click on this semi-parent, so you see, now it is showing very clear. The visibility has reduced, or the invisibility has reduced. So now, so we have to click on this semi-transparent. If we like, we can choose any color we want. Let's say, for example, this is the color we want. So click on apply. So you see. So this is how to put a text watermark in your document. So you see, if you just put the watermark, then you can just continue writing you can just continue. Let's say, for example, now. So you see, as I go to next page, it will still be there. As I go to next page, it should still be there. It will just continue. So this is how to put a text watermark. So now let's remove it. So now let's see how can we put a picture watermark. Maybe you want to put the logo of a school or the logo of the university. So now for us to put a picture watermark, we'll come to this costume again. Then we'll select on what? Picture. So by clicking on this picture now, it will ask us to what? To select the picture. Then we'll click on select picture. So now by clicking on select picture now, it will show us insert pictures. Yes, we will pick it from a file. So we'll click on this. Then let's say, for example, this is the folder. Let's say this is the image I want to put, Hammad logo. So then I'll just click on insert. So you see, now, did we want our picture to include washout? Yes, because we don't want it to be visible. That's too much visible. So we're just clicking on OK now. So as you can see now, the image of Hammad Technologies is there. You see? You see, this is the image watermark that we have put. The image watermark of Hammad Technologies, which shows that, okay, this file is from Hammad Technologies. And if we like, we can make it to be visible small by increasing the costume. So we can remove the washout. So now if we remove the washout, it will, you see, now it has appeared more. The visibility is more than before. So you see, the text is already at the top of the watermark. So this is how to put text watermark and picture watermark. So this is all about watermark. And if you like, you can just come here and remove the watermark. So you see the watermark now has been removed. So this is how we put watermark. Then moving to the next, which is page border. Let's talk on this page border before we talk on page color. So now for us to talk on this page border, if you want to put a page border in your document, the page border now, it will ask whether you want the page border to be on the first document only, or you want the border to be for the whole document except the first page of your document. So it depends on how you want it. So now, for us to put a page border, you just come to this page borders, then click on what? Click on this box. Then if you click on this box now, it will ask you which color did you want for your page border. Then you will choose. Let's say, for example, this is the color we want. So we click on it. Then we can add the width. You see? If we like, we can add, let's say this is the width we want. Then it will ask us art. Did we want any art? No. Let's not put art, please, because it will look somehow childish. So now it will just preview how your border is going to look when you click on OK on your document. Then it will ask you apply to. Do you want to apply it to whole document? Yes. If you want to allow it to whole document, you click on whole document. Is it this section, only this section that you are working on it? You click on this section. Is it this section that is what? First page only. You see? First page only. Or this section, all except what? Except first page. So it depends on what you want. It depends on how you want to put it. So let's click on whole document, then click on what? Okay. So you see? Now all of our pages now have what? They have border. You see? All our pages now have border. So this is how you put a page border. So now if you want to do, you can click on none. So you see, as you can see the preview now, nothing. There is nothing. So you see? So this is how we put a page border. Just come click on this box. So then this art now, let's just put it. You see, it will just look something, you see, by just previewing it, it looks something childish. So this is just childishness, you see. But for those that are writing these Hausa novels, you see most at times their books looks like this. They will just put this, but actually it's something that looks childish. So let's just remove it. So this is how you put page border page border. Then this page color now. Let me just so you see, have you ever seen a document with page border, please? Most of our documents, they don't include page color, please. So that's why sometimes we don't even teach people this page color, because most of our time, most of the documents we are using, the page color is by default is white. So, but if you want to maybe use print, or you want to use a document with page color, this where you put the page color. So you see, but normally our page color is white, please, and is very advisory to use normal white page color, please. So this is all about design. In design, we'll only discuss on page background. So this document formatting, that one is an advanced, so you can just go and make a research on it. But this is, we show you how to put a text watermark, picture watermark, page color, and page border, and also how to remove the page watermark and also the page border. Then moving to the next outlines in our slide, which is layout menu bar. So as I said earlier, this layout menu bar is where you will set up your paper. Yeah, it's where you set up your paper. Because by default, our paper is letter. So is here you change the type of paper you want to use. Is it A4? Is it A1, A2, A3, A5, letter? So it depends. And also the orientation. That is, you want your paper to be in landscape, or you want it to be in portrait. So, but by default, our paper is in portrait. So maybe you want to work with maybe you want to draw a table, a big table, and portrait cannot contain all the table. So you can just turn your paper to landscape. So from there, you can create your table to be big. Then we also have margins. So this margin is just how you want your paper to be also. So now let's start by paper side. So you see, by default, our paper is in what is a letter. There is this tabloid, legal, executive, A3, but by default, with the paper we use is A4. No, especially our printers, they print A4. So you just click on what? You just click on A4. So you see, now our paper has changed to what? Has changed from letter to A4. Then the orientation. By default, I said our orientation is portrait. So maybe we want to change it to landscape. So you just click on this. So you see it's in portrait. If you just turn it to landscape now, your paper will turn to landscape. So you see, now your paper has turned to what? It has turned to landscape. So that's different. That's the difference between portrait and landscape. Portrait is just like, you can call it vertical, no, horizontal. Then this landscape, you can call it vertical. So this is all about orientation. Then margins. So by default, it's in margin. So you can just leave it like if you like, you can turn it, you see, to narrow. It depends. Moderate. You see, it's to be changing. Then wide. So you see. Then mirrored. So you see. So, but by default is normal. Then uh let's talk on this. No, okay. These columns also. This column is for more especially those people that I know you are familiar with a newspaper. So you see newspaper on one page of a newspaper, you will find it with like 3 to 4 columns. They will write something here, they will come here and write it again. They will call this one is just uh it's just a magazine setup. For example, you want it to have 3 columns. Or let's start with 2 columns. So you see, so now it has turned it to 2 columns now. It will finish with the first column, then move to the second column. So this is just a magazine or newspaper setup. If you like, you can turn it to 3. So you see, so this is how these columns look like. If you like, you can turn it to like this. So you see, now the left has more short has short distance than the right. So you see, if you like, you can turn it to also right. So you see, this is all just a newspaper format. This is how newspaper used to type their document. But by default, it's 1. This column is 1. So this is how you can turn it. So this is all about layout It's all about layout. This is all about layout. We discuss on page setup ribbon, margins, orientation, size, columns. Then this line break. If it's when, let's take for example. Now, yesterday I said I there are method of inserting two-page numbers, maybe Roman no, Roman figures and normal numbers, right? So now, if you want, maybe this is your first page, you want it to have. Let me include. Let me add some pages, please. So now let's take for example. Let's copy this. Let's just copy this and paste it here. So let's paste it here again. Also, let's paste it here again. So now, let's say, for example, these are first two pages. We want them to have a Roman figure. Then the two pages, we want them to have 1, 2, 3 page number, right? So now, this is our first page, right? Then this is our second page. So now, we'll come at the end of this. Then click on this word, click on this break. Then come and click what? Next page. So now by clicking on next page, it has inserted one page already by default. So now you just come on this, right? The first page you want to page it with, you want to give it page number of Roman figures. Then, we have done insert. Then come back to insert. Then come to page number. Then format the page number first. Turn it to what? Turn it to Roman figure. So let's look for our Roman figure. So, right, then we'll click on this. Click on OK. Then we'll go back to the page number again and use what? And choose the format we want. Let's say button. So you see, now it has given the page number. This is page number 1, page number 2. So you see, now because we put a page break, this is page number 1, page number 2, but here it starts with what? It started with 3. So now, let's say we want it to start with 1. So we'll just close it. Then, so you see, then we'll come to this, right? This is where 3 start, right? Then we'll go back to insert again. If we go back to insert again, then go to page number, then format it. Then you want it to start from what? Not from previous. You want it to start from 1. Then click OK. Then come back to page number again. Then put. So let's see. So now you have seen 1. So you see, now, if we close it now, you can see. Now, let's say these 2 page numbers now are our preliminary pages. So you see, this first page has Roman figure 1. This second page has Roman figure 2. Then this third page now start with what? Maybe that is when our chapter 1 started. You see, it's chapter 1. It starts with 1. Then this is what? This is 2. So continuously 3, 4, 5, up to 50. So this is when this layout comes to play when you are dealing with this break. This is when it comes to play when you are dealing with page number. It just deal with page number. So this is how you put 2 page numbers in your document: Roman figure and normal numbers, or you can use ABCD and normal Roman figure, or page or normal numbers 1, 2, 3. So I know it's somehow this thing, but if you release the video and if you rewatch the video again, you see how to do it. Just come to this break. Come to the page you want your Roman figure number to stop. That is page 2, right? You just come to this page 2, go down at the bottom of it, just click your arrow. If you just click on it, then come to this break, just insert next page. If you just insert next page, then go back to the first page where you want your Roman figure number to start, then go to insert, then click on page number, then format the page number by choosing, then click on continue from previous, then click on OK. Then later on, you go back to where you want your normal 1, 2, 3 to start from. Then put your arrow at the top of the page. Then come back to page number. Then click on format page number. Then click the number format you want. Then click, instead of it click continuous from previous section, then click on what? Click on start at. So that's the only difference. For the Roman figures, you just click on what? Continue from previous after you insert page break between the preliminary pages and your normal chapters pages. Then for the Roman figure, you click, instead of you for you to click start from previous section, then you click on what? You click on start at 1. Or maybe you don't want it to start at from 1, maybe you want to start from 2. So you can just pick any number you want it to start from. So this is how we insert two page numbers on our document. So this is all about this layout. Yeah. So this is all about this layout. When we insert picture yesterday, we discussed on this position, that's text wrapping, how to make your picture move around your document. We also talk on this grouping, how to insert two shapes, two or more shapes, group them and make them to move as one within your document. So this is all about for today's class. So please, if you have any question, you can drop it in the chat. We have less than 5 minutes, please. If you have any question, you can drop it in the chat, please. So please, if you have any question, please, you can drop it in the chat. We have less than 5 minutes, please. Please, if you have any question, you can drop it in the chat. We have less than 4 minutes. And if there is no any question, I think, okay. So thanks. I will rewatch the video for more understanding. Okay, thank you so much as usual. Okay. The recorded videos, as I said, please, just pardon us, please. The man who is working on the recorded videos, he has a lot of work. He has a lot of load on his head, please. As you all know, our boss, so he has a lot of works on his head, please. So please just bear with us. Please, how do you insert signature? We'll come to that. We'll come to that. Don't worry, we'll come to that. You will see how to insert a signature, please. We'll come to that. Any question, please? Okay. So I think for the absence of question, we have less than 3 minutes. So if you have any question, please just drop it. If there is no any question, we can call it a day. Because it is raining here in Gusau, so our network will soon start shaking, please. So I think for the absence of question, we can call it a day. Thank you. Bye-bye.